A happy and blessed Friday to everyone. So, as promised, today I will be talking about and exposing the elaborate and dangerous plan that both allies, Iran and Turkey, are playing and planning for Europe. Those two regimes are slowly and for decades, with Qatari funding, has been supporting migration for populations that's strongly allied with Turkish regime, Erdogan regime mainly, and the Khomeini regime, uh, people from a certain sects of Shia or Sufism that strongly allied and see their, head sects or heads of their sects as Erdogan and Khomeini, people who would like to revive the evil Ottoman Empire, and those who want to expand on the Iranian Empire, not just in the Middle East, but in Europe and eventually and into the United States. Tens or even hundreds of thousands of migrants has been moved slowly through the Turkish and Hezbollah smuggling rings into Europe, mainly through Greece and the Turkish borders that leads into Eastern Europe. The formulation of a new demographics that strongly allied and believe strongly in their faithful and religious understanding that anything that they will follow have to be only Muslim. In their demented and wrong understanding, they believe that they cannot coexist with their Christian and Jewish counterparts. So you see, it brings you a certain demographic and a certain nationality and plants it into a nation. If you look at Greece, you'll find it into broken into two main nationalities that has the bigger piece of the pie, which is Pakistanis and also Bangladeshis. In lower numbers that you find Africans mainly coming from Somalia. Eventually the Somalis make their way all the way to Sweden, where they has established themselves for the last 15 to 20 years. You'll find people who's coming from Turkey focusing themselves, plus their Iranian counterparts in Germany, their Lebanese counterparts also spread around everywhere. Basically changing your demographic. You need to be careful and you need to be understanding. These people are using your goodwill and your kindness for pushing their evil agendas. You have to understand that these people, and I'm not saying every one of them, but the vast majority of those who comes with an Islamist agenda, they are there to be the armies of the Caliphate and the armies of the Khomeini. They are not going to be loyal citizens. We have been dealing with these people for the last 70 years. Our governments in the Gulf Arabian countries have spent hundreds of billions of dollars trying to revive those countries, support their economies, educate them. But eventually, even if you educate someone who only believes in death and destruction, nothing will change. And that's what they are planning to bring to your country. So you have been warned and you need to do something about it. Remember that Qataris are funding it. Germany is strongly enabling it through its harsh and unfair migration agendas that push other countries to take the low quality migrants while they take possibly a huge chunk of the good ones, and plus its good share of those loonies who follow the Islamist extremism. Qatar and its allies, Iran and Turkey, will never be a power that will do anything good in the world. You know that. We know that. We saw what they did in Syria. We saw what they did in Libya. We saw what they did in Somalia. So don't make Greece be next. Don't make Poland be next. It's already happening in Sweden, but it's not too late. Do not make your country be the next victim. You can change it. You can do something about it.
We call the police.
To be honest, we hadn't anticipated such intense aggression. Our cameraman was...
And even they fear their presence will be provocative.
I think it's better if you go in without us, because I think it would be...
very aggressive.
Yeah,
Okay.
so we will stay here, and if it is...
That's fine.
You watch us.
Thank you. Okay, thank you.
Majority here are Muslims from East Africa, and they don't assimilate well into the Swedish culture and society, and they're unemployed, and they're poor. So you add all these factors together, and their youth are feeling marginalized and don't speak Swedish very well, so they don't get jobs or get into the Swedish youth culture either.
But not everyone is hostile.
Oh, okay. Yeah, my cousin lives in Melbourne.
Many locals are polite and friendly
Take care.
and happy to talk.
It's good.
Yeah.
I'm very happy.
But what happened next changed everything. The police leave, and as we prepare to go, young men masking their faces arrive.
Good, you're doing good.
You're doing good?
Yeah.
Okay, very
Always.
good.
Take it easy.
Okay, you too.
And attack.
Go. Mate, go. Don't you touch me. Okay, we're gonna drink.
Excuse me. Please.
Get out of here.
No, we are leaving, but you don't need to hurt us. There's no need to be unkind. Hey, don't do it.
The gang's attention turns when a local intervenes and drives his mobility scooter into the most violent attacker.
Move.